Okay, hi. Let's take a look at this QA question. So actually, right, the difficulty for QA is mostly the memory part because in a theory exam, this table here is not given to you. You need to memorize. But for practical, it's given to you, so not so bad. So now let's imagine you already memorize it, huh? So let's see how do you approach this question. So usually you look at a QA question, right? There are some things in this flow chart which is very common that you will recognize. Like quite clear cut one. What? Then let's take a look. Anything here is quite clear cut. So if you realize sodium hydroxide is actually, you can see here, right? Sodium hydroxide is actually a cation test. So that means, so this is to figure out what is the cation. So let's look at this segment. Wow, sodium hydroxide. Then got green PPT. Very clear cut one. Green PPT, there's only one possibility. This is going to be your iron 2 hydroxide. So then after you think, so you have green solution as you add sodium hydroxide, you get V. Where that means it's like each of them contribute something. So you see sodium hydroxide, this is hydroxide, the one in orange. So the hydroxide came from here. Then where do you think the iron 2 ion came from? Must be from S, right? That means I know that this thing has Fe2+. That's what I know so far. Then let's take a look at the other segment. Let's look at the middle one. Another cation test. So in this case, cation test, you get reddish brown. Reddish brown again. Actually, so if you look at this table here, the cation test, the easiest ones, right, are the ones with color because they are lesser, and also in the lab we have probably you have probably done it before, and it's the color are usually quite nice, quite distinct. You tend to remember it better. So in this case, red brown means this is FeOH3. Again, same question. Where did the OH, the hydroxide, come from? It come from here. That means where do you think the Fe3+ come from? Here lah. So this is your Fe3+. Yep. Then what else? What else can we see here? I recognize this. I recognize a silver nitrate. Silver nitrate is your anion test. Let me highlight the colors for you. Anion test, silver nitrate, which is here. Silver nitrate, anion test. So that means, so this is actually just silver chloride. Then you think, silver chloride, where does silver come from? It must come from somewhere, right? So the silver come from the silver nitrate. And where do you think the chloride come from? So it's T plus that give you X, right? I run out of colors. Oops. Let's have another color. So this chloride would have come from here. So you look now, Fe3+, Cr minus. That means T is FeCl3. So it's kind of like a, I guess, CSI investigation. Each part gives you a clue, then you piece the clues together, maybe something along that line. Then after that we look above. So how do you get S and T? S and T. So it's R plus HCl give you all this. So actually if you realize, this is actually FeCl2 because you added HCl, then the Cl produces the Cl. Then after that you see, you think, oh, R is 2 metal oxide. Okay, so that means got O lah. Got the O2 minus. Then you look carefully. Here got, okay, I change color, not enough color, sorry. Fe2 plus. Here got Fe3 plus. Where did they come from? They came from R. Therefore, this has Fe2 plus, Fe3 plus. That means this R is actually a mixture of Fe2O3 and FeO. So that's how you solve this question. Then, what is this colorless liquid? Not too sure, right? Never mind, think about it. So we have acid. So acid plus oxide. Metal oxide is metal oxide. There's another name for metal oxides, if you recall. It's called base. So acid plus base gives you salt plus water. So this colorless liquid here is actually just water. So with that, right, you have solved everything already. So normally for this kind of flow chart, this kind of QA question, I wouldn't bother about the questions. I'll just go and figure out what's the identity of all of them first. So therefore your answer will be S is just FeCl2. Okay, you see when they use the word identify, it means that you can either write formula or name, whichever you are better at. So writing formula, I like to write formula because that's my preference. But if you are the kind who want to write formula, you need to make sure that you know how to balance the ions properly. Because why? Some students like to do this. NaCl, MgCl, AlCl. Even though this is group 1, this is group 2, this is group 3. So they just simply forget to balance. If this is you, then maybe it's better for you to write the name . Yeah. So the name in this case is iron 2 chloride. So another thing to take note, when transition metal, TM1, transition metal is involved, we need to write the oxidation state, or the bracket 2, bracket 3, the charge thingy. This is something that we tend to forget. Or this, then T will be FeCl3 or iron 3 chloride. U is water. V is FeOH2. Hydroxide. Another thing for you here is this. For cation test, the PPT is always hydroxide, because your ammonia provides hydroxide, your NaOH provides hydroxide. So all the PPT in here is hydroxide. For example, this one is zinc hydroxide. This one is Fe hydroxide. Then this one is aluminium hydroxide, in case you don't know. W is FeOH3 or iron 3 hydroxide. X is AgCl or silver chloride. And the two metal oxides are Fe2O3, FeO, or iron 3 oxide, iron 2 oxide. Equation wise, I'm sure you can balance lah. If not, refer to acid, bases and salt. Yep, that's all. Thank you for your attention.